One thing I do adore is little Bibles, and they're all salt and peppers.
Oh.
Now, I love knickknacks, but I like them to be functional.
Right.
I have more in the spare room where my freezer is. Jesus, I shrunk 3 inches because of my back.
Gosh.
And this is why there's so much stuff in the hall, because I can't reach the cabinets.
Okay.
And even on tiptoe.
Maybe these tall guys can help put whatever you need up.
Oh, yeah.
No, because the shelving hasn't come.
Oh.
And I'll do that myself.
Okay.
But all those tables that are in the hall,
Yeah.
I want her to take.
Uh-huh.
But she can't do it because she hasn't moved yet.
Okay.
And she doesn't know when she's moving.
And when she's going to go. Okay.
So, clutter, clutter.
Clutter, clutter.
I got one of those in the big units, like this, in the spare room
Right.
that I have stacked.
Okay.
But to walk in there, and you see that curtain rod?
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't get it to get inside each other.
Oh, you can't push it back in?
No, because if I'm on there pushing, it comes out this side.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
hate that.
Drives me insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Aww.
I asked one of the maintenance what he would charge me
Oh.
to fix it, to get $20. I said, no.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm,
You
no,
push the
no.
rods back in?
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to take it down to do it.
Yeah, but honestly, that's
Um,
something we could do
In 2 minutes.
in 2 minutes.
Look,
Yeah.
you're not here to work.
Yes, we are.
No, no, you're not.
We're here to talk
Absolutely.
and save you $20.
So,
I was telling Michael, because, well, Jimmy, you knew, because when we visited last time, we talked
I
about so
went-
much family.
right there.
What, sweetie?
Start reading.
Start reading.
Yeah, pass it down.
I was telling Michael that you have so many wonderful family stories. They're treasures.
Well,
These are treasures. They are.
where do I start? Oh, and one of them is in there.
Okay. Okay.
In the little booklet.
We'll start from the beginning. Pretend like you don't know us.
And
Where would you
well, I
start?
still haven't caught my breath.
I have nephews and some nieces had not seen in many years till a visit from 3 recently made me cry with happy tears. Oh.
Yeah.
Lisa's such a striking beauty with a couple extra pounds. Looks
LDS.
exactly like her mom, I wish, and I so enjoyed their company. It was like a soothing balm.
Do you have any
Lisa's
factual
sweet
information
and
in
so
there?
vivacious, bubbling over
These
with her
colors are
love.
right.
Made me feel so very grateful for the gift from up above. Not to mention Wayne the Charmer, Lisa's husband. What a guy! I'll remember all his kindness up until the day I die.
Aw.
And my nephew Jimmy Boobin brings to mind his dad, my brother, who believed me was so funny, can compare him with no other. Now I can't forget dear Ava. What a time she's going through. Fervent wishes we could help her. Hoping prayer will see her through. So I'm feeling extra special. You're all branches from my tree. And of course Diane and Michael, who mean just as much to me. So I hope you will convey to all I miss each one of you. And maybe with some luck, someday I'll get to see them too.
Aw.
Catherine, that's beautiful.
I sent you a copy of that. You
I
must
never got it. I
Well,
never
that's
got
yours.
it.
Aw.
I'll frame it.
It's
would
so
it,
sweet.
it would have sounded a lot better if it had rhymed. I think it would be better.
Oh,
If
that's
it was
so
what?
if it
sweet.
rhymed.
Oh, it does rhyme. It's the way you
He's
read it.
pulling
He
your
was
leg.
kidding.
I'm pulling your
Oh,
leg. I'm
oh,
trying to make you
oh.
taller. I'm pulling your leg.
Oh,
I
my
wish you
goodness.
could.
That's so sweet.
There's a letter for you on top. And I couldn't.
My dad wrote some poetry too.
Did he really?
I did back in the
I wish
day.
I would have brought some of his stuff because I found a bunch of old like cards that were sent, and
I
one
know
was
he drew.
one was
He drew all the time.
Frank. You know what he said to Dad, and it was really interesting. I kept it all.
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to write when I was younger.
So what year were you born? You're
32.
32. So And you Dad were, was 27, right?
I'll
Yeah.
be 83 in October.
So you're younger than my dad.
Oh yeah,
5 years.
I was the baby.
You were the baby. Me too.
Yeah, I know. Oh, here's story one. When she was little, she had a white bird. And I still can't remember which was correct. There's a cockatoo and a cockatiel. So I said to her, "Oh, your bird is so cute." So I'm going to assume the first name. What a beautiful cockatoo. And she said, "It's not a cockatoo, it's a cockatiel." And I said, "What's his name?" "His name is Quimby Ray."
Quimby.
Do you remember that bird?
I
I
had
remember you had the
Quimby.
bird.
I
Quimby
remember
Ray?
Quimby. I don't remember Quimby.
Quimby Ray.
So,
Was that Langford Road?
Oh,
What happened?
Yeah.
look at that.
So Quimby had a
Come
middle
on.
name then. Quimby Ray.
And wait till you see the
Unmistakable
pictures. You're
with
going
her
to...
handwriting.
Morning pictures of that trip.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's when you went to
Oh.
gamble on her birthday.
Oh,
Biloxi?
Oh,
yeah.
I remember that.
Las
Oh, my
Vegas?
Goodness.
No.
No, it was down in Florida.
No.
It was off coast.
It was
No,
Biloxi.
she got
It was
Biloxi.
Biloxi.
Mississippi.
No, it was a different one.
Taken in lobby of Grand Hotel in Biloxi, Mississippi. That was a fun trip.
Yeah, the pictures
First
are
time I ever
mine.
gone gambling.
You don't get the pictures, but
You can look at them, but
You
you
can
can't
have-
take them.
I want to see what she wrote, but
Don't
I'm
touch 'em.
already feeling the glory.
Now, who's this letter from?
your mother.
Oh, our mom wrote to you.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Three-
Ruby and I were like another
3/19/04.
story.
3/19/04, 2004.
Wasn't that long ago.
Thank you for the birthday card.
11
Looking
years.
At it. When is your birthday?
We used to go shopping a lot
Uh-huh.
and drinking and stuff. And your father
Was it shopping and drinking, or?
no
Oh.
shopping in the day, drinking at night. And she was to call me at 12 noon on the specific day to let me know what time she would be picking me up.
Right.
12 noon, she was always on time. At precisely 12 noon, the phone rang, and I said, "Hello, Ruby." And this woman says, "Is so-and-so there?" I said, "You got the wrong number, lady." And I hung up the phone.
Well, at least
And
you kept the voice, right?
the voice was real childish at the time. I really could sound like a kid. But when she did call, I was still laughing so hard. And she said, "What is so funny?" And I told her, well,
Right. Somebody
she
called.
had a beautiful laugh.
Yes, she did.
The day your father fell down the kitchen steps in Langford Road, there was a closet door at the very foot, and it had one of those latches that
Yeah.
went up. Well, somehow or other, he hit the door probably with one foot, spun around, the door opened,
And he fell down the steps
he rolled into the closet.
into the closet.
Your mother's at the top of the step, and she says, "Jimmy, are you all right?" He says, "I think so." She started laughing, and she was laughing so hard she was bent over.
She couldn't, she was losing her
And he
breath.
says, "I didn't think it would be that funny. I did it on purpose." Well, he didn't do it on purpose. He just was trying to keep her from laughing. Oh, God, it was hysterical.
Aw, that's so cool. That's really neat to read that.
There's a story in print in a community paper that I wrote about my mother.
Yeah.
And when I...
Can I keep the letter and you keep
Yeah.
pictures? Okay.
I keep the pictures.
That's great.
And I'm trying to think now what I was trying to think of.
The story in the local paper
From
that you wrote.
Diane.
Community paper that, what's her name, had printed for me. She had, what's that?
I'm wondering, it
John
says
Simon?
John Simon highlights to show which either go with
Looks like an email.
Something.
Is that the funny thing?
My alias is Poopsie Apples.
Oh yeah, that is
This
hysterical.
is Oopsie Apples.
You got to take that with you.
Okay. I don't know what this
You
is.
take letters of your name and
Oh.
look them up.
Okay. Now who
And
is this?
That's me.
What? What? Oh my God.
Rosemary's Wedding.
Oh my God.
I
Oh,
was 17.
gorgeous. Oh my goodness gracious. How beautiful. Oh, and then you wrote everybody's name here. Okay.
No, she did.
Oh my gosh.
Rosemary's the bride,
Wow.
and your uncle is her father,
Wow.
John. I'm on one end.
Mm-hmm.
What year is this? Well, you were
50,
17.
1950.
1950. Oh my goodness.
She's been married
It's in remarkable shape.
65 years this June.
Mm.
Is that another poem?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have such pretty handwriting. Oh my goodness gracious.
You guys want some coffee or tea or something?
I'm good.
I am A-OK. We came here from breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy came here from Mars.
The squirrels live in the trees. The nuts are in here.
Yeah.
I need some shorts that say that.
And so Rosemary was a painter.
Yeah, and there are copies she made, and she said
Wow.
that flaky look is from the lacquer reflection.
Uh-huh. Wow.
That's
Cool.
just one.
A lot of
She
artsiness
painted that
in
little
the family.
up there.
Lots of artsiness
This
in
is
the
my
family.
first husband. Painted the middle one. He's a professional. He painted that one too.
Oh my
Yeah, I
goodness.
remember you telling us the story about
And
that.
Yeah.
yeah, paid dearly for one.
Right.
That one I painted.
Mm-hmm. Looks a lot like your dad's style.
Yes, this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness,
I
yes.
agree.
Absolutely. I can see
Oh my
agree.
goodness.
the similarity between you and him.
Well,
I
he
agree.
always loved the water.
That's
He always-
page 5. In that right there.
This right here?
Yeah, page 5.
Okay. Let's see. Lake Waterford Community
That's
Association
my story. You got to read that out loud.
newsletter.
Maybe you should let somebody else read it out now.
Yeah, man. I
Let
didn't do
me
so
read
good
it.
on the first one. Here you go. Oh my goodness.
Now, every year I used to take my mother downtown after Christmas,
Yeah.
and it's called Looking Back
Take her to the block?
Wedding day.
by Catherine Vecchione, huh?
Did you take her to the block?
No. She wanted to go, but I said no.
All right.
Reminiscing recently with my cousin Rosemary Hirschman brought to mind one of many incidents of the good old days we often share. As a little girl of 7 or 8 years old, I began a ritual that would last until I married and moved out of state. Each year after Christmas, I would take some of the Christmas money I had received and treat my mother to a dinner at a Chinese restaurant, a movie, a live show at the Hippodrome Theater, and a visit to Huxler's department store,
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Hustler.
we all
where
love
she could
Hustler.
select a new dress. This trio of events comprised my Christmas gift to her. We would go to downtown Baltimore by streetcar and return the same way. During one particular outing when I was about 8 years old, I remember it was unseasonably warm. Because of this, my mother ordered a cold beer with her dinner. This was highly unusual to see my mother drink beer instead of the free hot tea that came with the 60-cent meal.
60 cents.
But I did not say a word. After all, it was her day. When we went shopping, I insisted she get a nice Sunday dress, which she did. Through all her sacrificing, I seldom ever remember her wearing anything other than house dresses. However, it was a long and tiring day for her, So she suggested we take a taxi home. Since I was paying the tab, I held out for the streetcar. On the way home, she said she'd have paid for the cab fare. In self-defense, because I had every penny budgeted and felt mortified, I cried out in front of every person on the trolley, "Mom, what do you expect? 20 cents for a bottle of beer?" That's why we took the streetcar.
Oh, that's too cute. Oh my gosh! And that
Didn't
was
take
in
the
the
taxi
little
'cause
news,
the beer.
the little newsletter.
She had a bunch of poems printed
Yeah.
that they were so good, I swear.
Oh my gosh.
Your mom? No, you had it.
I had a lot of them printed in that newsletter.
What's this?
That is for you.
What is it?
Read it.
It's a wedding.
It's in Italian. I can see it's matrimonial.
You see the name in the corner?
On the left.
Even with my glasses on.
Is it your dad?
Well, I see Chapaloo. Wait a minute,
Who's her dad?
1882.
My father.
Your father. Oh my.
Salvador.
There's different ones there. Different,
Oh yeah.
Why isn't his last name there?
there's, originally, the name was spelled capital L-A, capital S-C-O-L-A.
Oh.
The U got added later.
My father added the U and dropped the capital S. Now, what it means,
I wish he wouldn't have ever added you.
It made a lot of confusion.
what
in
it
school.
means is the school.
The
Right.
school.
Now, Frank used the U as my father did, but he did capital L-A, capital S.
Okay.
Everybody else, small s.
Right here, small s. Been trying to convince her for
That's
years.
how I do it too.
Mm-hmm. We all did, except my brother.
But my wife does it the other way.
I do it with the capital.
Really?
Well, did it with the capital S. Yeah.
That's the correct way.
The original way,
Mm-hmm.
without the u.
Without the U.
Capital S. No.
That, I was always wondering about that. I used to tell people that my grandfather misspelled his own name by adding the u.
Yeah. Well, you know, he came here when he was 7.
Yeah,
We were always told that he came alone.
that's what I was heard.
I found out recently through Rosemary's mother. She died October 13th,
Okay.
105.
Wow.
Wow.
And she'd still be alive if she hadn't been in that damn... She fell, hurt her hip. She was in rehab,
Yeah.
and we think they had something to do with it. Maryland has yet to issue a death certificate because they were investigating.
You were telling us
Yeah,
about
I
that
remember.
last
Yeah,
time.
that's right. Yeah.
Now wait a minute. So this is your grandfather. This is your grandfather because
Yeah, it
it's
would have to
Chefaloo.
be.
Chefaloo.
I
It's
don't
gotta
know
be
what
your
which.
grandfather.
Let me see from
This is Salvatore.
because there's other.
Okay. Here, let me pass that down so Michael can.
1882 wedding had to be
1882
your
wedding had to
grandfather.
be your grandfather and Chefaloo.
And they talked about Salvador, didn't they, when we were there?
Oh, look at this. Okay. Translation for the marriage record of Salvatore and Caterina. It reads
Yeah.
a bit stiff in
What
some
is it?
places. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
here,
your
matrimony.
grandfather. Your grandfather when he got married
Right.
in 1882. That's so cool.
What is that?
That's
Music
probably
box?
a clock. Is it a clock?
Uh-huh.
So here's a translation because your other son did a lot of family history research,
And-
right?
This is all from him.
Okay, so this says in the
Now, what is his
year-
name? Your son?
Which,
The one she's talking about that did the family research.
oh, Danny. Daniel.
And that's not the guy from California that contacted us, right?
Yeah,
That- yeah,
that is
it
the
is.
thing.
Yeah.
That is the,
Why does he have a different last name? That's what I'm so confused about. Your husband's
Because
name?
I married his father.
And what was the last name? Kennedy?
No, Reynolds.
Reynolds.
That's the one that painted the
Mhm.
It's
Now,
done.
now it makes sense.
And we wrote to him many years ago and lost track of him.
I don't talk to him
And I
anymore.
know you don't.
Was there
yeah.
a falling out, or what happened?
Oh, yes. Big.
Because he,
I get so upset thinking about it, but I won't tell you anyway. My refrigerator went on blink.
Mhm.
It used to make a noise so loud, and I knew something was grinding on something.
sure.
It was 20 or 21 years old.
Mhm.
By phone, he wanted me to fix it by telling me exactly what to do. Even on a step stool, I couldn't reach the inside at the back of the freezer to unscrew anything.
Mhm.
And electrically, even unplugged, couldn't get me to do it.
Mhm.
Plus, I had a bad back and
Yeah.
everything else. I said, Danny, it's 20 years old plus.
It's time.
I need
It's
a
time.
new one.
Yeah.
And I said, I can't even see paying an electrician to fix it because.
It's 21 years
know.
old.
So I said, and I was flat ass broke, other, day-to-day living. I said, lend me the money till a couple months and I'll pay you so much a month, or I'll save it and give it to you. All of a sudden, he's got income tax, this, that, and the other. Now, this was like November, December. Taxes aren't due to March. I said, you'll have it then. Yet, when he needed $600, it was there in, same with his sister. So, I said, Danny, you told me every time you get paid that you put money aside for your income tax.
Mhm.
Because he did camera work in the courthouses, and he $75 an hour. I couldn't see where he couldn't lend me a couple $100.
Yeah.
I went to Home Depot, opened an account,
Original.
got the thing, paid it off within 6
That's
months,
cool.
no interest.
Mhm.
But I didn't get the one I wanted, but I needed a fridge.
Right.
Later on, I bought a freezer because I hit the number. I started hitting, I'd hit the number.
Is this your mom's father?
That is, yeah,
Okay.
This is Cassio.
yeah, Father and mother,
That
and
is too cool.
Aunt Mary, Aunt Lucy, and I think the boy is the oldest
Wow.
boy.
Wow.
One of them was murdered
Oh.
playing cards,
Oh my gosh.
and the mafia was involved.
Mhm.
Here, listen. I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times
Yeah.
from January 2nd
Yeah.
up until the 4th of March. And I would never buy another freezer chest.
Mm.
I almost fell in it one day.
Oh my gosh.
But they didn't
Aw.
have the upright.
Yeah.
This is where we were. And
Oh, yeah.
let me tell you, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Oh.
We wandered all through there.
Is that the map or the photo?
It's the map.
And I
Yeah, so
actually
we were up
met,
in-
I had just mailed
actually met
Phyllis a whole
the
bunch
two
of stuff.
sisters. I met two Lascuola sisters who were beauticians.
No fooling. Do you know
No fooling.
that I thought my father only had Tom, brother Tom, who lived here in Maryland, and one sister. And then I found out he had like 5 sisters and another brother. I'm not sure about the other brother,
What?
but it was a bunch of them. But I heard anyway that he didn't come over alone. He came over with an aunt, which shocked me.
He did come over with an aunt?
Yeah.
Because we were talking about that
That's
some
what I
last
thought.
time.
That's what I thought.
Okay, and then here's like a translation
And there was a, didn't you have like a copy of like the ship's log or something? No, it was a newspaper article that had the ship's name in it.
Yes.
Yes.
There is a whole mess of stuff in that spare room, God knows where. If you would walk in there, oh my God.
Hoarder.
I'd have a pity party. Oh no, I like to try to start a job and finish it. But it's impossible because one thing leads to another.
Yeah. This I didn't know about the L-A capital S-C-O-L-A. I didn't know.
I've
Yeah.
spelled my name intentionally like that before.
Have you?
And
Just
the
because
funny
it's easier
thing-
for anyone
It
to
made more sense.
like if somebody has to call your
Uh-huh.
name, I spell it that way.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Around the
Verbal,
corner
right,
from
verbal
where we
radio.
lived was
Wow.
Lascuola that spelled it
And they
correctly.
get it right every time you drop that
And
in.
L-A, capital S-C-O-L-A. And they were second or third cousins.
Oh.
And never could understand why they spelled it that way.
Isn't that interesting?
Now, if you
Huh.
want any of the...
Did the Lascuola you found in the band book, did he spell it that way?
He spelled it exactly like us, but lowercase s.
That's why
That's
I didn't
how
know,
I spell it.
I don't know who his father is. That's what's confusing me. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we
We
met
found a musician
Johnny
named John
Lascuola.
who plays drums.
Yeah.
And is about our age.
He is.
about
Plays
50.
drums.
in Italy.
No,
No,
in,
here.
But
But we can't make the
Maryland.
connect. We can't make the
Pikesville?
connection.
Where does he live?
Yeah, it was like in the Pikesville,
His
Randallstown,
name's
somewhere
John,
in there.
and
I don't know.
he's not very smart because he's a drummer.
If
He
you-
communicated a little bit at
You
first.
shouldn't have put that video on Facebook, by the way.
Which one?
The one you just put on Facebook.
Yeah.
The video.
Yeah.
That was not for Facebook consumption.
Why?
It was horrible.
Oh, I loved
It's
it.
horrible.
We're suing
Good
you.
video.
We're
suing you.
now.
I
My
loved
Defamation,
it.
defamation of character.
Defamation of character.
What are you talking
Insubordination.
Breach of
Oh, I
contract.
loved
Breach of
it.
contract.
I loved
Oh, the
it.
video and Bill's music?
Yeah, I loved it.
Got people in
Apologize.
Colorado commenting about what kind of bass is that?
Look, Michael's going off the deep end.
All right, you want to hear the watermelon story?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Well, first off, are we planning to get something to eat, or are we just going to stay here? What's
We're
the
going to
plan?
go to Moe's, I think.
Yeah,
we're going
is
to
that
go
where
to
you
Moe's.
want
and-
to get? Oh, let
Yeah.
me tell you.
It's your
first.
choice. It's your choice.
It's
We
your
can-
choice.
Yeah.
Went to Moe's Saturday
Okay.
Don't forget watermelon.
to treat. I won't to treat my niece that does so much for me.
Yeah.
Because she never goes anywhere. She has no fun. She just.
It sounds
works.
like me,
Anyway,
my soulmate.
they what we ordered. I said I want you to get anything you want, and to make sure you do,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I'm ordering, and if you want the same thing, you get it.
Yeah.
My father used to say that exact same thing, and when he would add, "You can get anything you want as long as it's less than $2."
So when the girl came over, I said, "Can I have a bottle of ketchup and a glass of water?"
Oh my gosh.
We ordered.
Same thing.
Oh my gosh.
We ordered stuffed crab imperial over lobster tail.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, just the tail was 32.
Ooh.
With the crab imperial was 40.
Ooh.
If you'd see how much crab imperial was for $8 more, you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I brought not half or a third. I brought 3/4 of everything home.
Ate it for dinner for 3 nights.
2.
2 nights.
The clams casino, the fried clam strips to die for, better than ever, because they used to be real hard and crunchy.
Yes.
Now they're big and so tender.
Oh wow.
If I get nothing else, but pisses me off when they put the tip on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the bill came to $114.98
For 2 people.
for 2 people.
That sounds like a Ruth's Chris.
I said to her, we're going to split a clam thingy,
Mhm.
which, thank God, because it was huge.
Yeah.
The coffee was so better. We swapped that off for tea. Got the bill, and I said, excuse me, it says $40.99 each for the lobster. Menu says 40. She grabs the menu, says, over on the back, on the other side, where we weren't even looking, subject to change without notice.
Ooh.
I said, well, let me say something to you about that. When a person orders something that is more expensive
You
on the
should
menu,
tell them.
You should let them know.
You should let them know.
Yeah.
So she goes to take it off, which would also, by $2 difference, 17% interest
With a
For
tip.
tip,
And tax.
and tax. And then she comes back later, and I give her my credit card. I said, well, it's the same amount.
Mhm.
And she said, what do you mean? And I looked, and I said, this is not turning out to be the birthday lunch I expected for my niece. I said, this is embarrassing.
Mhm.
Well, my niece would have been ahead of me saying something. She does not like to be homeswoggled.
Mm.
So she said to me, I forgot. I said, well, I'm coming in here Monday, and I have heard that unless it was a party of 6 or more, you don't add the
Gratuity
tip.
is 17%.
Yeah.
Actually, she would have got a $20 tip because the
Everything
service
also
was excellent.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So she dug her own grave.
So it really, and had the nerve to say, and I told her that.
Uh-huh.
She said, well, you can add the cash difference. And I said, why did they put it on that,
Mhm.
I'd like to have my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here was her answer. She gets 11%. The busboy, who does the cleaning up, gets 3%. And the server gets
3%.
3%.
I've never heard of that though.
And
When
at
it's
the
only
end
two
of the
people
day,
that they have
right.
that
Nice.
again.
So
I've never heard of
before
that.
we go there, we could call and ask,
Or if there's somewhere else you want to go, it doesn't matter.
Well,
we can
that's
go.
that's my fave.
Okay, then we're. If you want to go to
It was
Moe's,
good. The last
too.
time we
Yeah.
came, it was very
if you
good.
want to go to Moe's, then we're going to
Oh, Lord, I'm
Moe's.
telling you.
That was
Yeah.
some awesome
I need a
crab
crab
cakes.
cake.
Yeah.
That was. We haven't had any crab cakes, so we're all.
And you know
You're
what?
ready for the
If you
season.
had, listen to this. If you had told me that you were coming a month ago, I would have had crab cakes for you to take back and listen to the
Oh.
deal I made. QVC sells great gourmet, best crab cakes ever.
What?
I'll be damned.
And,
That's something you would think
I
you'd get
don't-
on QVC.
No.
oh,
They ship them from
they're
China.
made in Maryland.
They're
That's
made
why.
That's why they're good.
Fredericksburg. Amy, who is the perfect gourmet, works there,
Uh-huh.
knows the great gourmet.
Yeah.
Her prices are unreal in comparison. I happened to order pot stickers
Yeah.
from QVC. When I got them, it said Portal Street,
Mhm.
Baltimore.
Mhm.
I looked it up. There's the phone number. Great, perfect gourmet. Called up. Amy answered, and I said, "I just wanted to let you know how much I love your pot stickers," and was so shocked to know that they're made here.
Yeah.
I said, "And they're almost worth the price." And
Honest.
I said, but I will say this. When they say shipping included, I know I'm paying shipping. She said, well, you can order them from me directly, and I'll save you money.
Cool.
I
Cut out
got
the middle.
land from her. I got buco oso.
Oh.
Um,
Osco Buco?
Yeah, whatever it's
Yeah.
What's
called.
that, wine?
No,
Oh,
it's
shake
a
of it.
dish, and it's like pork, and it's like
Lamb
3
shank,
different
isn't it?
meats, right? Like
This is beef.
it's
Oh,
it's
no, I
beef
don't
and
know.
pork
I
and all that.
haven't eaten that yet.
Oh, okay. It's
I
usually
got
like
the
3
braised
different meats
beef.
together.
Anyway, the prices were so much lower.
Oh, awesome.
So I said, and I ordered Great Gourmet. I says, let her know that they make the best crab cakes I ever ate. You can't find the filler.
Oh, that's
And
good.
the flavor is the way I would make them,
Awesome.
but I can't stand them.
You're making us hungry. I think we should go.
I can't
I
stand
haven't
on
eaten
my
nothing
feet
today, so
a long time.
Jimmy's
That's
ready.
definitely
Well, it's not that far.
No.
And so anyway, the crab cakes sell for $7.49 each on QVC.
Wow.
But you got to buy like 16 or 20.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got it from her, and that's the 3 ounce.
Yeah.
Got the 4 ounce from her. She ordered. Shipping is no charge. Period.
Yeah.
$5 a piece.
Wow.
Oh, good deal.
$7.49 for 3 ounce. $5 each for 4 ounce.
You gotta
Good
give us that
deal.
number.
Let's
And,
invent the
well,
time machine
see,
and go back
that's
in
what
time.
I'm
Who you
saying.
know and how you talk to the person,
I would have
right?
ordered them, but she only would ship locally.
It's like
Yeah.
25 to 30%
Yeah,
off.
wow.
So,
Awesome.
Anyway,
We all love food,
so
don't we?
next time you come,
We'll schedule
give me
that.
a month's notice.
Okay.
I'll have them in the freezer
Oh,
for
you're
you.
so
And
sweet.
see those things?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna say
We've
that
ordered
looks
some
like
before.
something from G&M we ordered, and
Right.
it
Yeah,
came in
see my
something like
porch.
that.
Uh-oh.
What, liquid nitrogen?
No,
it's just
There's
ice,
about 20
ice
of
pack.
them on the
It's,
porch.
yeah, there's
Uh,
ice packs in it. It comes
And I put
cold.
it there
It
to
comes
keep
frozen
it
as
cold.
frozen can be. We got.
The wind and the
Crab
cakes,
heat,
right?
everything
They were
else.
good.
Yeah.
They were good, but
But they're
not
not the
as
same as
good
fresh.
as when we were there
Right,
in the
fresh is
restaurant and they
always
serve it
the
to
best.
us.
Right.
Yeah. So we heated them up in the oven. That's what they told us to do. to heat
Oh,
them in
the
oven.
watermelon. Let me tell you that, and then we'll go.
Okay.
Every Sunday in the summer, we'd go down the shore. My father would rent a big truck, and the whole family, aunts, uncles, cousins. And my uncle would stop downtown, which is now a harbor, whatever, and get a watermelon. Now, he was very short and stout. He'd carry the watermelon on the shoulder. And we're all in the truck, and he's waiting for traffic and whatever. And he pulls up, we hear this big splat. He walks up to the truck, he's still got his hands like this, and turns around. He says, what happened to our watermelon? He knew he dropped it. But he still,
He was
still holding his
pretending.
hands like this.
Where's my watermelon?
I'm telling you, I have memories from being a kid.
That's
And,
Coming back to one of the beach, I can remember for a while our family went to Magathy Beach.
I was
And-
wondering what that was called.
And I still remember I was dripping wet.
I need
I'd
to
just
write that
gotten out
down.
of the water and was
I need
near
to
like a
write that
snack
down.
bar or something. It was the
Magathy
first
Beach.
time
I
I
can
heard
never remember the
Paperback
name.
Writer with that bass line. I thought that was
All right, so I've got an Italian
I
watermelon
love the
joke
song.
for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was when I was like
Hey,
first really
okay.
starting to like listen to music.
Like, pay attention, yeah.
There's a couple traveling through Italy, and they get lost. You know, it's easy to do. They're down this country road, and there's an old Italian gentleman walking down the street with a watermelon under each arm. And they pull up next to him, and they're trying to communicate with him, ask him where this town is that they're trying to find. And the guy, he puts down the one watermelon, and he puts down the other watermelon, and he goes,
That's a good
Oh,
one.
that's funny.
That's a good
That
one.
is so funny.
I love
Italians
it.
do talk with their hands.
Right.
I love it. That's a good one.